What's up, everyone? Mark Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, alongside my partner.
How are we doing, guys? Bryce Biel. I'm the Director of Performance at Legacy at Carbon.
Ah, there you go. We got full titles and everything here. Yeah, we're operating professionally. We're both wearing the gear because we actually had a little business meeting today.
Yes, we did.
We're crushing it. We're taking over Middle Tennessee, as we should, because we're the best at what we do. What do we do?
Strength and conditioning. Sports performance.
Yes, exactly.
Speed, strength, everything
around
it.
We also have a big announcement to make for those of you who know this stuff, man. We have Courtney English, IFBB pro, also a former D1 baseball standout. He's on the squad.
Yeah, bro. He hit like 32 home runs.
Yeah, exactly. With his penis. Just with that.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Well, that's not an insult, though. Saying a man has a large penis is not an insult, right? No. Anyway, did you say? Anyway, so here's the deal. Aaron Rodgers, usually for about 12 weeks, I believe, after the surgery he had, you are in a boot or a cast.
Yeah, and what, non-weight bearing usually, I think?
Non-weight bearing. This guy is using crutches for balance and just walking. Like he didn't have a huge injury, right?
Yeah.
Like he didn't just tear his Achilles. He's just walking along like nothing's weird. Just like, hey, I'm normal. I'm fine. Nothing's weird. And we're like, holy shit, this guy, how long has it been? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It hasn't been that long.
No, I think it's been 2 or 3. But I think the other thing is whatever the Pat McAfee show, he's asked if he will come back, and there's no definitive answer.
No, because right now, I believe I just said this on an Instagram post. We are in the future. We're in the future where injuries will no longer take 17 months, 12 months, 6 months. We're in an age where you get stem cells. You have peptides like TB500 and BPC157. This is how this man makes his money. This is how he pays his bills. Aaron Rodgers will stop at nothing and spare no expense. Whether it's $1 million, $2 million, doesn't matter. He will be in hyperbaric chambers. He will be doing stem cells multiple times. He will be injecting as much BPC157, TB500, and yes, HGH as it takes to heal this injury. 100%. This man, and I could be wrong, this man will be coming back this year.
Well, I mean, I think for reference, you go back to, what was it? Ray Lewis when he tore his tricep.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to come back. He came back.
He did come back.
And really fast.
He did. And that was before a lot of these new technologies have come about. Like Ray Lewis did it with the technologies available in the, in the teens, the 2000 teens, right? Yeah. So he had HGH. The beginning stem cells weren't as perfected back then.
No, but I still think he had.
Oh, he had stem cells.
Yes. But I still think he had TB500 and BP157.
Do you think he did? I don't know if they were as widely used, and maybe his doctor was using it, but it's at the point now where if I was to get an injury, let's say tore a pec or tore a hamstring or whatever, first thing I do is you don't have to leave the country anymore. And these guys will literally come to your house and administer. Aaron Rodgers literally got to sit in his home. I think he was recovering in LA, if I'm not mistaken. I remember he did an interview with McAfee.
Yeah.
And so this guy has all the money in the world. I think he's building a house right out in College Grove, if I'm not mistaken, right down the street from us.
Yeah. What's the neighborhood? I can't.
Was it College Grove?
It's either that or what's like the other really, really, really expensive one here.
Well, they're all really fucking expensive around Brentwood.
Oh man. God, one of the kids at Carbon works there.
Yeah, but anyway, he's rich as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was just an aside, but like, think about it this way. Like, I don't really make money with my body. I don't make money with bodybuilding, but I do like performing and I like competing. And if I had to spend a few $1,000s to make it where I can perform and I can function as an optimal adult, I'm going to invest in that. I'm going to invest, even right now, I'm investing in TB 500, BPC 157 just for maintenance. That's just for maintenance. For me, someone who's not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, trying to make a comeback at 39 years old.
Yeah, I think he will do anything and everything to push the limit as far as he can to come back.
Absolutely.
I have no idea of the schedule. Do the Jets play the Packers?
I'm not sure, but I know they just got screwed by the refs. Did you see the calls that game, bro?
Yes, I did.
Like, I know that. Look, man, I'm not one of those who thinks the NFL is scripted, but I think that they want certain teams to win. Like, you can't script a pass on fourth down, or you can't script the Dolphins winning 70-20 and then losing the next week. You can't script that, right?
They lost to the Broncos, didn't they?
No, they beat the Broncos.
No, they beat the Broncos.
Who the
Bills?
Dolphins? Yeah, they lost to the Bills.
But
it was so bad after winning by 50 points, which is unheard of.
I don't think you can script it, but
those calls made me realize that they really want Patrick Mahomes to win, bro.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like that. Did you see that hold?
No, did you see the
pass interference?
No, the intentional grounding. I don't care what you say or whoever is dictating what. That dude just chucked the ball. Yeah, there might have been somewhat of a receiver. I would say not relatively close, but in proximity. It would for anyone else in the entire league, it would have been intentional grounding.
The hold was insane. Like,
yeah, that
allowed Mahomes to get the first down.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a winner. So if the game's close, the refs will. Look, that game, you can't convince me that game was, dude, and Chiefs fans, shut up. Y'all know I love you guys. I was just in Kansas City. Like, I know you. Oh no, that game was definitely fixed. That game was definitely fixed. That game was those calls are so bad and so lopsided at the end. Oh my actual goodness. How you can even pretend that wasn't the least bit fixed, or that Kansas City wasn't supposed to win. Oh man, like that, the ending of that game, I was like, you gotta be friggin' kidding me.
Well, I think like if you go like we'll go back to Aaron Rodgers, but the amount of just weird plays over the last, we'll say 5 years in football, even in college football, that some of the things are so blatant and they're let go because of whether it's Tom Brady, whether it's Mahomes, whether it's, Bryce Young at Alabama, just so many things that everyone can see, but no one really actually says anything about it.
Yep.
Besides like some of the scripts that like people have put out on social media over the last like year or two, with, like the NFL being scripted and everything. Like, I'll be honest, I wouldn't be shocked.
I would. Really, it's just too hard. Football's too erratic. It's too chaotic.
But they
script.
definitely want someone to win a specific.
Well, I mean, you can't tell me that they don't favor Mahomes.
No,
and I love Mahomes, but you can't tell me that he's not their golden child that they want to win.
I mean, I'd rather favor Travis Kelce right now. That's just me.
Oh yeah. Well, the Taylor Swift thing, the Chiefs winning. You're absolutely right. I think that's the thing. I think they're just making Taylor's boyfriend win the game there.
That wouldn't surprise me, actually.
I mean, look what it's done. Like you have little girls watching friggin' football.
Did you see his jersey sales are up 400%?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit. I'm not saying that I would do a Pfizer commercial and, 20 million, but you throw in Carrie Underwood in her prime, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, man. I'm selling out. I didn't even get the vaccine. I'll be like, fine.
What about Christina Aguilera in her prime?
Nah, I'm not a fan. A little too trashy. Carrie Underwood was classy. I'm up with them classy broads, bro. So speaking of, how about like, but you look at what the Jets did and how they played with simply having Aaron Rodgers on the sideline, not playing, but there as kind of a leadership role. I think that says a lot about his presence on the team, even not playing.
Well, I think it's also the morale of that, what he brings. And like, it's and this can come with two different points. You can have the morale of someone around a team, and then everyone talks, I'll say the other part of, the moral aspects of moral wins. Like you have one concept came up with Aaron Rodgers saying that he brought the team together and could actually bring positivity. And like you saw it on the sideline, like you saw dudes consoling Zach Wilson on really bad throws or really good throws, or even the fumble that lost him the game. Like you saw everyone go over to him. I think it was the last 3 weeks before that. I don't think anyone would have said anything to him.
Zach Wilson's not a bad quarterback.
No, I mean, look at the throws he was making.
He's no Aaron Rodgers, but then again, nobody in the league right now is.
No,
and nobody is. So you can't compare him to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, look at what Belichick. Belichick sucks, dude. The Patriots suck. We always thought that it was Brady playing in Belichick's system. No, it was Belichick playing in Brady's system.
Yeah, well,
Aaron Rodgers makes your team.
Well, and I think I'm going to be honest. I think he might be just as good as a coach. Because look what he's done with Zach Wilson.
Well, Aaron Rodgers he will be there. He's not just the player. He's an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's the coach.
He is the team. Yeah. He is the Packers. He is not Packers. He was the Packers. He is the Jets. Now the Packers had a really fine quarterback step in for Aaron Rodgers.
But
no Aaron Rodgers.
No, but I think that's the thing is like what he brings to the table is as a player. I get it, and anyone listening and in the world knows who Aaron Rodgers is. But I think as we'll say captain or like contributor in that aspect, he not only brings like the notoriety of who he is, but I think he brings another coach to the table. Like he really is the offense coordinator. He is the QB coach. He is the entire goddamn staff.
He's him.
Yes.
He's such a good leader, and he's a veteran. He's 39 years old, I believe. I don't think he's turned 40 yet. Like he's the guy. Like at the end of the day, he is him. Just like Brady went to Tampa Bay. How many championships has Belichick won without Brady? 0. How many championships has Brady won without Belichick? 1. That shows you who was driving that bus. And I was the guy saying that, look, because, remember, Belichick was balling with Bledsoe. Like,
that was a long time ago.
I'm old. So,
that means I'm old too.
So, think about it. Like, I thought for sure it was just place this guy in this system. At the end of the day, we were wrong. Belichick hasn't been able to replicate what he did with Drew or with Tom. And it is what it is. So on that note, that just goes to show you that, it does matter, not just from a playing standpoint, but from a leadership standpoint. Every team needs a leader. And you look at the greatest quarterbacks of all times, your Steve Young, your Joe Montana, your Patrick Mahomes. Look at these guys, and they are not just great athletic specimens. They're also leaders.
Yep.
And it goes well beyond how you play, but the reason they get respect is due to how they play. And Zach Wilson is never going to be a standout starting quarterback, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but he's a solid backup. So if someone gets injured, but unfortunately, he's not the guy, I think, to take a team deep into the playoffs.
No, not into the deep of the playoffs, but I think I'll say in retrospect to this, like, there's so many different aspects to this conversation of what someone brings to the table. It is literally mind-blowing what those, I said, how many people you just named? 5?
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure there's more, but when it comes to like the leadership and like actual, how do you get to the destination? How do you get to the Super Bowl? Tom Brady literally has the map of how to handle every situation. So it's a winner. I think it brings it. Look at the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields calling out the coaches saying like they're ruining his style of play. You're a child.
Yeah, and that's not how you don't address it in public. There used to be an old saying, don't air your dirty laundry in public. And these guys, they do it.
He did it verbatim.
Yep.
And then he had to come back and correct it.
Exactly. But on that note, we got to go work. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. Go to legacy@carbon.com. We offer online and in-person coaching for everyone, adults, kids, but we'll make you awesome. See you later, guys.